So students, let us take an example to understand the concept of resolution in a better way. Alright. So we have two vectors. A vector is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. And B vector is minus I cap plus 4j cap minus 5k cap. Alright. So two vectors, right, have been given to us. There are two vectors given to us. And we have to find out the following things. Alright. So let us start with the first part. So we have to find out mod A and the unit vector of A. So let us start. Alright. So for mod A, what we can use is under root ax square plus ay square plus az square, right? So we had discussed this formula in the last video. Alright. So what is ax here? So ax is 2, right? Because these are three components, 2i cap, 3j cap and 4k cap. So this is ax I cap, ay j cap and az k cap. So ax is 2. So this will become 2 square, ay is 3, alright. So this will become 3 square and az is 4, it will become 4 square. So 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So 4 plus 9 is 13, 13 plus 16 is 29. So this is under root 29. So this is mod A. Alright, now we want to find out the unit vector. So we've already discussed what is a unit vector. A unit vector is a vector divided by its magnitude. Unit vector is a vector divided by its own magnitude, right? So the vector is here, 2i cap plus 3j cap. So 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap divided by its magnitude, that is under root 29. So this is what, we can also write it like this: 2 by under root 29 I cap plus 3 by under root 29 j cap plus 4 by under root 29 k cap. Well, this is the unit vector. Alright, so we have completed the first one. Now let us find out the direction cosines of A vector. Okay? So we have already discussed this, right? That what are direction cosines. So we will try to find out that. Alright. Okay, so let us start. So what are direction cosines? I hope you remember. Direction cosines basically cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma, right? This is what we discussed in the last video, that cos alpha will be ax by mod A, cos beta will be ay by mod A, and cos gamma will be az by mod A. Alright, so that's all. That is what we have to use. So ax is 2. Ax is 2 and mod A is root 29. जो हमने भी फाइंड आउट किया था, तो ये होगा 3 by under root 29 और ये होगा 4 by under root 29. That's all. This is the direction cosines, right? इस तरह से हमें मालूम पड़ जाता है कि A वेक्टर जो है वो x एक्सिस का कितना एंगल बना रहा है. So we can find out this angle, right? अल्फा निकाल सकते हैं. अल्फा will be cos inverse of 2 by under root 29. ठीक है. ऐसे बीटा क्या होगा? बीटा will be cos inverse of 3 by under root 29. Okay, ऐसे gamma we can find out. So these are the angles. These are the angles which the A vector is making with x-axis. This one with y-axis and this one with z-axis. Alright. So these are called direction cosines. Alright, these are called direction cosines. So ये भी हो गया. तो I hope ये आप खुद कर सकते हैं, right? लेकिन मैं फिर भी चलो एक बार कर देता हूँ. आप यहाँ पे वीडियो पॉज करके, right? You can try to solve this question. Alright. Okay, so let us discuss. So we have to find out mod B. So this is B vector. So mod B क्या होगा? वो हो जाएगा under root, right? bx का whole square यानी -1 का whole square, 4 का whole square यानी by का whole square और bz का whole square यानी -5 का whole square. तो ये हो गया 1, 4 का square हो गया 16 और ये हो गया 25. So 25 plus 16 is 41. Plus 1 42. So this is under root 42. So this is B vector. What is B cap? B cap मतलब unit vector of B. So that will be the vector B divided by its own magnitude, right? Okay. So B vector is this one, that is minus I cap plus 4j cap and minus 5 k cap. So this is a vector divided by its own magnitude, that is under root 42. That's all. This is over. Now direction cosines of B. So direction cosines, if you want to find out, again cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. So cos alpha will be bx by b, the x component by b, the y component by mod b, the z component by mod b. That's all. Okay. Now what is bx? Bx is minus 1, so it will be minus 1 by mod b, that is under root 42. This will be by, that is 4 by under root 42. Alright. This will be minus 5 by under root 42. So minus 5 by under root 42. Alright, so I hope you have understood, right, till this 4 parts. Now let us discuss the next part. So next part is to find out C vector, which is A plus B. Alright. So this is similar to a question which we had done for rectangular components in 2 dimensions, right? So अभी यहाँ भी वही करना है. तो C vector is equal to what? It is A vector plus B vector. We have to add these vectors. So we have to add the term 2i with minus I, because both of these terms, they have I cap in common. दोनों में I cap common है. ये भी x component है, ये भी x component है. तो 2i, right? So we'll just write it once. 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. Okay. Plus minus I cap plus 4j cap minus 5k cap. So if you add this two, you'll get only I cap. With this two, you'll get 3 plus 4, 7j cap, and with this you'll get minus k cap. Okay, so this is the answer for A plus B, that is this one. And then we have to find mod C and C cap. So its mod you'll have to find out. So its mod will be under root. So यहाँ पे the coefficient is 1, so 1 square, coefficient is 7. I mean this is Cx, this is Cy, and this is Cz, right? So Cz is minus 1. So 1 का square 1, 7 का square 49, minus 1 का square is again 150, 51. So this is 51. Alright. ओके, समझ में आ रहा है ये कितना है? 51. तो ये भी हो गया. अब C कैप फाइंड करना है. It's very simple. It is the vector divided by its own magnitude. So the vector, that is I cap plus 7j cap minus k cap divided by under root 51. Okay, that's it. ये हो गया. Now we have to find out the D vector. D vector is A minus B. So this will be minus. Alright. So this will be 2, minus of minus will be plus, so it will be 3, okay, and minus of plus will be minus, so this will be minus j cap. It will be 4, minus of minus plus, so 4 plus 5 will be 9k cap. You can check it out, ठीक है, कुछ error हो तो भी आप check करो, लेकिन मुझे लग रहा है सही है. 2 plus 1 3 और ये minus 4 is minus 1, okay. That's all. तो ये हो जाएगा यहाँ पे mod, ये है D, ये हो जाएगा mod D. तो ये हो जाएगा 3 स्क्वायर, ये हो जाएगा minus 1 का स्क्वायर और ये 9 का स्क्वायर. ठीक है, 3 का स्क्वायर हो जाएगा 9, minus 1 का स्क्वायर होगा 1 और 9 का स्क्वायर हो जाएगा 81. 81 plus 9 is 90, 90 plus 1 is 91. तो ये हो जाएगा 91. तो ये हो जाएगा 3i cap, राइट, minus j cap plus 9k cap divided by under root 91. ओके, ये पार्ट भी सॉल्व हो गया, राइट, ये दोनों पार्ट सॉल्व हो गए. ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ वी कैन सॉल्व. तो लेट अस टेक सम मोर एग्जांपल्स. ठीक है, लेट अस टेक अनदर एग्जांपल टू अंडरस्टैंड. सो लेट अस टेक अनदर एग्जांपल. सो इन दिस एग्जांपल इज गिवन, determine that vector which when added to the resultant of A and B gives a unit vector along y-axis. Okay, so determine that vector. So let us assume another vector C vector, which is some x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. Let us assume this. So they are asking us that determine this vector which when added to the resultant of this, मतलब when this C will be added to A plus B, the resultant of A plus B. Alright, so it will give us a unit vector along y-axis. Now unit vector along y-axis means what? Means j cap. That's all. right? So because j cap is a unit vector along y axis, so this will give us j cap. This is the question. So now we'll have to solve for c vector. ठीक है, तो c vector is what? So this is x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. Okay, all right. So basically we just have to find c vector. So we can just leave it like this, c vector, ठीक है, plus a plus b. So 3 plus 2 is 5 I cap. This will become minus j cap, and this will become plus 4 k cap. Okay, is equal to j cap. So from here we can solve this to get c vector. So c vector will be, this will, when taken that side, it will become minus 5 I cap. So this will become minus 5 I cap, minus j and j will become 2j cap. So 2j cap, and this is going to become minus 4k cap. Alright, so this is the answer for this. That's all. Is very simple, and this question is very important. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या दिया, determine that vector which when added to the resultant of these two vectors. So the resultant of these two vectors we have found out here. This is going to, right, 5 I cap minus j cap and plus 4k cap. So which when added to this, so this vector which when added to resultant of this will give a unit vector along y axis. Now unit vector along y axis is j cap, unit vector along x axis is I cap, unit vector along z axis is k cap. Alright, so this is how it's going to function. Okay, so that's all, we have solved it. So let us take another example. I hope you are able to understand and able to make out, right, what to do, how to do, right? Okay, so let us take. तो स्टूडेंट्स, आप लोगों को याद होगा हम लोगों ने थोड़ा सा ये पोजीशन वेक्टर डिस्कस किया था इनिशियल वीडियोस में, राइट? तो मैंने बताया था आपको कि जब भी हम लोग कोई एक वेक्टर ड्रॉ करेंगे ओरिजिन से, तो ओरिजिन से अगर किसी पॉइंट को हम कनेक्ट करेंगे, ओरिजिन से किसी पॉइंट तक एक स्ट्रेट लाइन कनेक्ट करेंगे, तो उस वेक्टर को हम कहेंगे पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ दैट पॉइंट. ठीक है, तो मैं आपको फिर से याद दिलाता हूँ. जैसे कि मान लीजिए कि यहाँ पे एक हमने पॉइंट ले लिया, ए पॉइंट. तो ये एक ए पॉइंट है, ठीक है. इसका कुछ कोऑर्डिनेट होगा x1, y1 और z1. ठीक है, ओके. तो OA, ठीक है. तो इसका जो पोजीशन वेक्टर है, राइट, ओरिजिन से ये वाला x1, y1, z1. तो वी कैन राइट डाउन दिस ए वेक्टर, राइट. दिस विल बी x1 I cap, y1 j cap प्लस z1 k cap. ओके, ठीक है. और इसको हम लोग कह सकते हैं कुछ r1 वेक्टर. सो व्हाट इज दिस r1? दिस r1 इज द पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ, सॉरी, दिस इज OA वेक्टर. ठीक है, ओके, OA वेक्टर. ओके, सो दिस इज इक्वल टू योर r1 वेक्टर या फिर पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ A, पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ A बोल सकते हैं. नाउ लेट अस टेक अनदर पॉइंट. लेट अस टेक अ पॉइंट B. सो ये हमने एक पॉइंट ले लिया B जिसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स है x2, y2, z2. ठीक है, 3 डायमेंशनल स्पेस में. ओके, और इसको हम कुछ कह देते हैं r2 वेक्टर. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से एक हो गया OB वेक्टर. OB वेक्टर क्या है? वो है x2 I cap, y2 j cap और z2 k cap. ठीक है, दिस इज r2 वेक्टर और वी कैन से दिस इज पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ B. दिस इज पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ B. ऑलराइट, ठीक है. सो दिस इज दिस. नाउ if a particle moves from A to B, so this is displacement vector. This is the displacement vector. All right, so this is the displacement vector. ठीक है, मान लो यहाँ पे कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है या कोई इंसान है, वो यहाँ से चलते चलते यहाँ तक पहुंच गया, तो उसका डिस्प्लेसमेंट कितना होगा वेक्टर फॉर्म में, वो हमें बताना है. तो इसके लिए हम लोग क्या यूज कर सकते हैं? इसके लिए हम लोग यूज कर सकते हैं ट्रायंगल लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन. ठीक है, तो ट्रायंगल लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि ये एक वेक्टर है r1 वेक्टर, और ये r1 वेक्टर का जो हेड है वो इसके टेल से कनेक्टेड है, राइट, और ये रिजल्टेंट है. तो हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे ट्रायंगल लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन हम कह सकते हैं कि r1 वेक्टर, राइट, इसका हेड इसके टेल से कनेक्टेड है, प्लस द डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू r2 वेक्टर, द फाइनल रिजल्टेंट of these two vectors, r2 vector. So from here I can get the displacement vector. The displacement vector क्या होगा? It will be r2 minus r1. r2 minus r1. This is a displacement vector. ठीक है? And then we can subtract this two. r2 minus r1 जो भी we can subtract it. Okay? So most important thing is that displacement vector is always equal to the final position vector. Final position vector minus initial position vector. Very simple. This is how we can, memorize it. This is how we can remember this. It's very simple. This is always equal to the final. See, the final position vector in this case is r2. Right? The person is moving from A to B. The person is moving from A to B. So the final position vector is r2. The initial position vector is r1. But in this case, because he is moving from A to B, right? If he moves from B to A, then this will be the initial one, this will be the final one. ठीक है? Very simple. अभी यहाँ से यहाँ जा रहा है तो ये फाइनल पोजीशन वेक्टर है, क्योंकि फाइनली वहां पहुंच रहा है, ना. और ये इनिशियल पोजीशन वेक्टर क्योंकि उसको यहाँ से उसने चलना शुरू किया है, स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम हियर. So this is the initial position vector, final. So the displacement vector is always equal to the final position vector minus the initial position vector, always. See, that's very simple to remember and very simple to apply. So let us take one example on this. Okay, this is very important, displacement vector. So let us understand this by taking one example. So let us take one example on this. So particle is initially at point A, यहाँ पे meter, moves finally to point B, यहाँ पे. The final position is initial position, final position. Write down the initial position vector. So the initial position vector, that is Ri, will be, we will have to just use that 2, 4, 6. It will become 2i cap plus 4j cap and 6k cap. That's all. इसका मतलब क्या है कि उसका x coordinate 2 है, y coordinate 4 है और z coordinate 6 है. That's all. So इसका मतलब x axis की तरफ वो 2i cap, y axis की तरफ वो 4j cap है और z की तरफ 6k cap है. That's all. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे जो b vector है, that is the final position. So the final position vector will be 3i cap plus 2j cap and minus 3k cap. Alright. Now the particle is going from this point to this point. Right. This is the final. This is the initial one. So we find a displacement vector. Displacement vector is always equal to the final position vector minus the initial point. That's all. Always. Okay. So this is the final one minus initial one. So you can subtract it, right? I cap with I cap, so it will become only I cap, 3i cap minus 2i cap, and 2j minus 4j will become minus 2j, and minus 3k minus 6k will become minus 9k cap. That's all. This is how we can solve it. So this is the displacement vector, right? Final minus initial, 3i cap minus 2i cap, I cap, 2j cap minus 4j cap minus 2j cap minus 3 cap minus 6k cap minus 9 cap. Alright, so I hope you've understood this example. Okay.